Even in the quiet moments, when you think no one is looking, the love you share and the kindness you give are never unnoticed. Your light shines far brighter than you may realize. You are an integral part of this world, and your presence has an impact, even if it is not immediately apparent. Every act of kindness, every moment of love, every time you choose to show up authentically, you are contributing to the healing and growth of the world. You do not need to measure your worth by the recognition or praise you receive. The love and light that you give to the world ripple out far beyond what you can see. Trust that you are making a difference, and know that your light is needed in this world, just as it is. My dear child, I understand that sometimes life can feel like a series of obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. It is easy to feel defeated when the challenges seem too great, when the weight of your responsibilities feels too heavy. But I want to remind you that you are stronger than you realize. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity for growth, for learning, and for becoming more of the person you are meant to be. You are never alone in your struggles. The divine is always with you, offering love, guidance, and strength. When you feel like you cannot go on, remember that you are being held, and you are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. The challenges may be difficult, but they are temporary. You have already proven to yourself time and time again that you can rise above adversity. Trust in your strength, trust in the divine support that surrounds you, and keep moving forward with faith. My dear child, sometimes you may feel like you are not moving fast enough, that the changes you wish to see in your life are not coming quickly enough. The river does not struggle to reach the ocean, it flows. The tree does not force its branches to grow, it reaches. Let yourself move with the current of life, not against it. You are being guided, even when you do not see the way. You search for meaning, for a place where you belong, but do you not see? You already belong. The earth does not reject you. The sky does not turn you away. You are part of the great whole, woven into the fabric of the universe itself. There is no place where you are not meant to be. Angel says, do not be afraid to walk alone at times, for even in solitude, you are never truly alone. The silence is not emptiness. It is a space for you to hear what has always been within you. Listen to the quiet, and you will hear truth. Time moves forward, and you may feel as though you are losing something. But nothing truly lost is ever gone. Every experience, every love, every lesson lives on within you. The past is not a weight, it is a foundation upon which you rise. Angel says, the world may tell you that you must earn your worth, that you must prove yourself. But I tell you this, you are worthy from the very beginning. Before you spoke a word, before you achieved a single thing, you are already enough. Let no one convince you otherwise. There will be moments when you feel small, when the vastness of life seems too great to bear. But do not be afraid. The ocean is vast, yet each drop of water matters. The universe is endless, yet you are a vital part of its song. Your presence here is no mistake. Angel says, walk with faith, not fear. The unknown is not an enemy, it is a door waiting to be opened. Step forward, even when you cannot see what lies ahead. Each step will reveal the next. Trust. Pain may touch you, but it cannot define you. Embrace this truth, and you will find that everything else falls into place. Let go of the need to prove yourself, and simply be. Be the beautiful, unique, and divine being that you are. I am with you, my dear child, now and always. You are loved. You are enough. And you are never alone. My dear child, do you feel the quiet pulse of existence moving through you? That is life itself, the eternal current, the breath of the infinite. It flows through every part of you, whispering of your connection to all things. You are not separate. You are not alone. You are woven into the very fabric of creation. When you forget, simply be still, and you will remember. Angel says, do not fear change. Change is not the end, it is the beginning. The river does not mourn the loss of its waters to the ocean, for it knows it is part of something greater. So too must you trust the tides of life. Every ending carries the seed of something new. You seek stability, yet true peace is not found in holding on but in letting go. The trees do not cling to their leaves in autumn. They release them, knowing that in time, new growth will come. Let go of what no longer serves you, and you will make space for what is meant to be. Angel says, love is your true power. Not the love that clings, not the love that seeks to possess, but the love that simply is, radiant, boundless, free. Love is the force that moves the stars, the light that dissolves all fear. Be that love in all you do. The universe is always with you, supporting you, guiding you. You do not have to face your struggles on your own. Reach out for help when you need it, and lean on the love and support that is always available to you. There is no shame in asking for help, and you do not need to carry the weight of the world by yourself. The divine is always by your side, as are those who care for you. Do not be afraid to lean on others, and do not hesitate to offer your hand to someone else when they need support. We are all interconnected, and by giving and receiving support, we create a circle of love and compassion that heals and strengthens us all. My dear child, as you walk your path, it is important to remember that you are constantly evolving. You may feel as though you are stuck at times, that you are not moving forward fast enough, but trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. The process of growth is not always visible, and sometimes the most profound shifts happen beneath the surface, where you cannot see them. Trust that the work you are doing on yourself, the healing, the learning, and the growth is unfolding in perfect timing. You are always moving forward, even when you cannot see it. I encourage you to have patience with yourself. You do not need to have everything figured out today. Life is not about rushing to an end point. It is about the journey, the lessons you learn, and the person you become along the way. Trust that, no matter where you are exactly where you need to be in this moment, and the next step will reveal itself to you when the time is right. There is no need to force anything or to rush the process. Trust that everything will unfold in its perfect time. My dear child, I know that fear can sometimes grip your heart and mind. It can feel like a shadow that follows you, always there, always lurking. Fear is a natural part of the human experience, but it is important to remember that fear does not have to control you. Fear is simply an energy that arises when you are stepping into the unknown, when you are moving beyond what is familiar and comfortable. It is a sign that you are growing, that you are stretching, that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone. When fear arises, do not fight it. Instead, acknowledge it and move through it. Know that you are more powerful than your fear. Fear only has power over you when you allow it to. The moment you choose to move forward despite your fear, it loses its grip on you. Take one small step at a time, and with each step, you will find your courage growing stronger. Trust that the divine is with you, guiding you, and supporting you every step of the way. Stop waiting for a perfect moment to be happy. Choose joy now, in this moment, with all its imperfections. You are not in competition with anyone. There is no race, no finish line you must reach before others. Your journey is uniquely yours. Walk at your own pace. Trust in divine timing. Your dreams were placed in your heart for a reason. Do not let fear convince you that they are impossible. The universe conspires in your favor when you take steps toward what sets your soul on fire. Do not let the world dull your light. You are meant to shine, to inspire, to bring beauty and warmth to those around you. Do not shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Stand tall in your truth. Love will find you again. It may not look like what you expected, but it will be exactly what your soul needs. Keep your heart open. Do not let past pain close doors that were meant to stay open. Forgiveness is not for them, it is for you. Release the burden of resentment. Free yourself from the weight of what has been. In forgiveness you find peace. You do not have to walk this path alone. There are souls who love you, who see you, who cherish you. Allow yourself to be held, to be supported, to be loved. You are worthy of connection. Your intuition is a gift. Listen to it. It will never lead you astray. The answers you seek are already within you. Trust yourself. Even in your darkest moments, there is light within you. Even when you feel lost, you are on your way. Keep going. You are closer than you think. Rest when you need to. You do not have to prove your worth through exhaustion. Your value is not measured by how much you produce. You are enough, simply because you exist. Let go of what no longer serves you. You are allowed to change. When you take care of yourself, you are better able to show up for others and for the world. My dear child, I know there are times when you feel lost, when you wonder if you are on the right path, or if you will ever achieve the things you desire. In those moments, I ask you to trust in the timing of your life. You do not need to have everything figured out right now. Life is not a race, and it is not about reaching some distant destination. It is about the journey, the experiences, and the lessons you learn along the way. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Even when you cannot see the way ahead, trust that you are always being guided. The divine timing of your life is perfect, even when it doesn't match the timeline you had in mind. The universe is working in your favor, and every step you take, no matter how small, is leading you to the place you are meant to be. My dear child, you are not alone in your struggles. The love and guidance of the divine are always with you, and there are countless unseen forces supporting you every step of the way. When you feel lost or unsure, remember that you are surrounded by love. Take a moment to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and feel the presence of this love. It is within you, around you, and it is guiding you toward the light. You are always supported, always held in the embrace of divine love. Even when you cannot see the way forward, know that you are never without guidance. The divine is always speaking to you through your intuition, your heart, and the synchronicities that appear in your life. Trust that you are being led in the right direction, even when it feels uncertain. You are always where you need to be, and everything is unfolding in perfect divine timing. My dear child, there may be times when you feel like giving up, when the weight of life seems too much to carry, and when the challenges in front of you feel insurmountable. In those moments, I ask you to remember this. You are stronger than you realize, and you are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. The divine has given you everything you need to face the challenges of life, and with each step you take, you become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When life feels too difficult, take a deep breath and trust that you have the strength to rise above it. You are never alone in your struggles, and the divine is always with you, offering its love and support. You have everything you need within you to overcome whatever challenges arise. Do not give up. Trust in yourself, trust in the divine, and know that you have the power to navigate any obstacle that comes your way. My dear child, remember always that you are loved. You may not see the full picture right now, but know that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust the journey, even when the path is unclear. There will be times when you feel like you are taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but even those moments are part of your growth. You are not stagnant. You are always evolving, always learning, and always moving toward your highest good. Keep moving with faith, and know that with each step you take, you are getting closer to your true self and your divine purpose. The road may not always be straight, but it is always leading you toward the life you are meant to live. My dear child, there are times when you feel burdened by the past, when the weight of old wounds or regrets seems to hold you back. It is easy to get stuck in the past, to dwell on things you cannot change. But I want to remind you that your past does not define you. It has shaped you, yes, but it is not who you are today. You have the power to release the hold the past has on you. You are free to let go of the mistakes, the hurts, and the regrets that no longer serve you. The power to heal is within you. Forgiveness, whether it is for others or for yourself, is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Let go of the past and make space for the present and the future. The future is full of endless possibilities, and you are free to create a new story. Your past is simply a chapter. It is not the entire book. You are not bound by your past mistakes. You are free to create the life you desire, and that life begins now. My dear child, I know that at times you may feel overwhelmed by the weight of responsibility, by the expectations of others, or by the pressure you place on yourself. Your life is yours to create, and you have the strength, wisdom, and courage to do so. Trust in the unfolding of your journey, and know that it is perfect just as it is. My dear child, there are moments when doubt may creep in. When you question whether the path you are on is the right one, or whether you are truly capable of achieving your dreams. I want to tell you that doubt is a natural part of the human experience, but it is not something you need to fear or be consumed by. Doubt does not define you. Your actions do. It is okay to question, to wonder, and to take time to reflect. The most important thing is that you keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps may seem. The dreams and desires in your heart are there for a reason. They are not accidents. They are a reflection of your soul's deepest calling. You are meant to fulfill them, but fulfillment does not come from pushing or forcing. It comes from trusting the process, from taking inspired action, and from surrendering to the journey. You may not see the path ahead clearly, and that's okay. All you need to do is take the next step in faith. The universe will meet you where you are, and it will guide you to where you need to go. My dear child, when life presents you with challenges, it can be easy to feel like you are failing, to feel as though you are not living up to your potential. But I want you to understand that challenges are not failures. They are simply opportunities for growth and learning. Each obstacle you face, whether large or small, is an opportunity to discover new strengths, to build resilience, and to learn more about who you are. It is in the moments of hardship that we often find our greatest lessons. When things don't go as planned, when we face setbacks, we are being asked to dig deep into our inner resources and find the strength to continue. You are stronger than you think. You are already enough, and you do not need to be anything other than your authentic self. My dear child, you may sometimes feel as though the world is demanding more from you than you can give, that the expectations of others weigh heavily on your shoulders. It can be easy to fall into the trap of people-pleasing, of trying to meet everyone else's expectations in order to feel accepted or valued. But I want you to remember that you are worthy just as you are. You do not need to earn anyone's love or approval. You are already loved, and you are already worthy of all the good things that life has to offer. It is important that you set boundaries and take care of yourself, especially when you feel overwhelmed or drained. You do not have to say yes to everything, and you do not have to meet everyone else's expectations. You are allowed to prioritize your own needs, your own well-being, and your own happiness. When you take care of yourself, you are better able to show up for others in a way that is healthy and sustainable. My dear child, I know that there are times when you feel as though your dreams are out of reach, that the things you desire are too far away, or that you are not capable of achieving them. But I want you to know that your dreams are valid, and you are capable of making them a reality. You have the strength, the wisdom, and the courage to pursue your dreams, no matter how big or small they may seem. Do not allow fear or self-doubt to hold you back from reaching for what you want. The journey toward your dreams may not always be easy, but it is always worth it. Every step you take toward your dreams is progress, even if it doesn't feel that way in the moment. Trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor, and that everything you need to achieve your dreams is already within you. Believe in yourself, and keep moving forward with faith. My dear child, it is natural to feel fear, especially when you are stepping into the unknown, or pursuing something new. Fear is a part of life, and it can sometimes feel like an obstacle standing in your way. But I want you to understand that fear is not your enemy. Fear is simply a reminder that you are on the verge of growth, that you are pushing beyond your comfort zone. Fear is the space between who you are and who you are becoming. Rather than avoiding fear, I encourage you to face it with courage. When you feel fear rising within you, take a deep breath and step forward anyway. You do not need to be fearless to take action. In fact, courage is not the absence of fear. It is the willingness to move forward in spite of it. Each time you face your fear and take action, no matter how small, you become stronger, more resilient, and more capable of handling whatever comes your way. Angel says, stop carrying what is not yours to bear. You are not responsible for fixing everything, for holding everything together. Lay down the weight that does not belong to you. Your heart is capable of great things. Love without fear. Dream without limits. Live without apology. You are here to shine. Do not dim your light for anyone. Angel says, walk forward with faith. The road ahead may not be easy, but you are not alone. You are being guided. You are being protected. Keep going. Rise, my dear child. Rise in love, in truth, and strength. The world needs your light. And no matter what comes, I am with you. Always. My dear child. I understand that life can sometimes feel overwhelming, that the pressures and burdens you carry weigh heavily on your heart and mind. You may feel as though you are walking through life with a heavy load, unsure of how much more you can bear. But I want you to remember, even in your most challenging moments, that you are stronger than you realize. The love that resides within you is unbreakable, and it will carry you through the darkest of times. You have the strength to rise above the struggles you face, and the courage to move forward, even when the way ahead seems unclear. There will be times when you feel as though everything is falling apart, when the pieces of your life seem scattered, and you wonder if you will ever find your way. In those moments, I ask you to remember that things are not always as they seem. Sometimes, what appears to be a setback or a failure is actually an opportunity for growth, for transformation, for realignment. It is in the moments of uncertainty that you learn the most about yourself, about your strength, your resilience, and your capacity to create the life you desire. My dear child, I know that there are times when you feel as though you are walking alone, when the world seems cold and unkind, and you wonder if anyone truly understands what you are going through. In those moments of isolation, know this: you are never alone. The love of the universe, the love of those who have walked before you, and the love of the divine are always with you. You are surrounded by unseen forces that offer their protection, their guidance, and their support, even when you cannot see them. When you feel disconnected from others, take a moment to reconnect with yourself. The love that you seek is already within you. You do not need to look outside yourself for validation or approval. The divine light that resides within you is more than enough. When you embrace your true self and live authentically, you align yourself with the highest frequencies of love, peace, and joy, and you will attract those same energies back to you. Trust in yourself, trust in your inner guidance, and trust that the way will become clearer as you continue moving forward, step by step. My dear child, it's easy to become discouraged when things don't go as planned, when the future seems uncertain, or when the dreams you hold in your heart feel out of reach. But I want you to remember that nothing in life comes easily. Every dream, every goal, requires persistence, patience, and faith. When you face setbacks, it's important to remember that they are not signs of failure but invitations to keep going, to keep learning, and to keep growing. The path to your dreams may not always be clear, and it may not always be easy, but it is your path, and it is leading you toward your highest good. Each step you take, even when it feels small or insignificant, is progress. You are always moving forward, even when the road ahead is uncertain. And in those moments when you feel like giving up, I encourage you to hold on just a little longer. The breakthrough you seek could be just around the corner. Do not let fear or doubt stop you from moving forward. You have everything within you to overcome the obstacles in your way. My dear child, there will be times when you feel as though you are not enough, that you are not doing enough or being enough. The world can often place impossible standards upon us, making us feel inadequate or unworthy of the love and success we desire. But I want you to know this truth: you are more than enough, just as you are. You do not need to prove yourself to anyone, and you do not need to live up to the expectations of others. Your worth is not defined by your achievements, your appearance, or your ability to meet the world's demands. In your heart lies the wisdom of ages, the light that can guide you through any darkness. When you feel lost or uncertain, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and connect with the divine presence that resides in you. Trust that the guidance you need will always be available, waiting for you to receive it. You do not need to have everything figured out right now. Life is not about having all the answers in an instant, but about being open to the lessons that unfold each day. Trust in the timing of your journey, and trust that you are always moving in the right direction. Even when the road seems unclear, you are exactly where you need to be. Have faith in the process of life, and know that all will be revealed in due time. My dear child, remember that you are worthy of all the love and happiness that the world has to offer. You are deserving of peace, joy, and all that brings your heart fulfillment. Do not let the challenges you face make you feel unworthy or undeserving. You are a divine being, a reflection of the infinite love that created all things. Your worth is not dependent on external circumstances, but on the fact that you exist, and that your existence is a gift to the world. When you face difficulties, when life does not go as planned, it is easy to feel as though you are not enough. But this is a lie. You are enough, just as you are. Your value does not come from what you do, but from who you are. Your heart, your soul, your very essence are priceless, and nothing in this world can take that away from you. My dear child, I know that you sometimes wonder if you are on the right path, if the choices you are making are leading you to the right place. I want you to know that there is no one right way to live your life. Trust in your own process, and know that every step you take is leading you toward the life you are meant to live. My dear child, I know there are times when you feel unsure of yourself, when you wonder if you are making the right choices or taking the right path. In these moments, it is important to remember that uncertainty is a natural part of life. It is through uncertainty that you find clarity. The answers you seek are not always immediately available, and that is okay. Trust that, in time, everything will be revealed to you. When you feel uncertain, turn inward. The wisdom you need is already within you. You have the answers, and all you need to do is listen to your heart, trust your intuition, and let your inner wisdom guide you. You do not need to have everything figured out right away. Allow yourself the space and time to grow, to learn, and to evolve. Trust the process of life, and know that, with each step, you are getting closer to the truth of who you are. My dear child, you are more capable than you realize. There may be times when you feel overwhelmed by the challenges before you, when you wonder how you will ever manage to move forward. But I want to remind you that you have the strength to face whatever comes your way. You have faced challenges before, and you will face many more in your life, but with each challenge, you grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to breathe and remember how much you have already overcome. Look back on the challenges you faced and the strength you've shown. You have already proven to yourself that you are capable of overcoming obstacles. So trust in yourself, and trust that you will rise to meet whatever comes next. You are strong, and you are more than capable of handling whatever life throws your way. My dear child, there will be times when you feel like giving up, when the weight of the world seems too much to bear, and when you wonder if it's even worth continuing. In those moments, I want you to remember that you are never alone. Even when you feel as though everything is falling apart, there is always a way forward. The divine love that surrounds you will never leave you, and it will always help guide you through the darkness. Do not give up on yourself. Even when it feels like you are at your lowest, you are still moving forward. Trust that, even in the darkest moments, there is always light ahead. Take one small step at a time, and you will find your way back to the peace and love that is your true nature. Every setback is an opportunity to rise higher, to learn, and to grow. Keep moving forward, my dear child, and trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, even when it feels uncertain.